No, I've only been there 2.5 years, actually.
Oh, 3.5 years. Okay,
Yeah.
so but you've been angel investing for longer.
I have. So I had a startup, and when I exited that, there were so many people that had supported me on the way that I started angel investing to kind of give back to the community. I was in New York. I started my company in 2006. The landscape was pretty grim. And I think that's why a lot of people angel invest who are entrepreneurs, is to kind of give back to the community.
And you joined Techstars when things were sort of peaking. Things have cooled off a lot in the last year. What's the climate like now for companies graduating from Techstars? And how do you guys work with the syndicates on AngelList? Does Techstars have their own syndicate, or do you do a Techstars syndicate per city? Or do you guys consider yourself your own syndicate in a way because you have a demo day?
We actually don't. We don't have a syndicate on AngelList, but it's something that we've been thinking about. But a lot of our companies go to syndicates like Gil's Flight, etc. So we think it's a great platform. We're really supportive of founders going on that. In terms of the climate, I mostly invest on the East Coast, and I think that things are a little bit slower to hit. So I haven't been hearing as much of the jitters that people have out here yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
And how long does it take a company on the East Coast to close funding compared to out here? When somebody graduates out here, you can see the round close in a week or 2 or 3. What is it like in New York typically?
So less FOMO. I think it takes a few months. So recent class that graduated, most of those companies took, I'd say, 2.5 months to close their seed rounds, most of those being in the 1.5 to 2 million round.
How many meetings does it take realistically for somebody to raise $1 million seed round today? How many investors would it typically come from? So if it takes 15 or 20 investors, how many do you need to meet with? What's the process like in that 2.5 months?
It's pretty all-consuming. I think the founders, as much as we tell them that fundraising is a full-time job, they don't believe us, and then they get into the process and they're pretty surprised. And I think right now people are just, pretty happy if they can close. So it is taking longer, and it's multiple meetings, not just with multiple investors, but you have to meet those same investors over and over. They want to see the traction from the first time that they met you, that month, the next month. They really want to see the metrics. So.
Yes, Wistia. If you go to thisweekinstartups.com, you will see that we use Wistia because it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's simple, it's clean. It is the best way to serve up your videos, not using things like YouTube where trying to intercept your traffic and get it over to Gangnam Style or some nonsense that you don't want to be involved in. I want to control the experience and make sure everybody's got high quality, beautiful video without all the detritus that other services throw in there. These are my customers coming to my website, and I want to collect their email addresses. I want to see the analytics, and I don't want to share that data with anybody. That's why I use Wistia. It is gorgeous, and it's easy to use, and the analytics are amazing. You can see on a case-by-case basis who is watching the videos, and if they're rewinding and watching certain sections 2 or 3 times. Really powerful stuff. You can put things behind a password. You can see the audit trail. All very important stuff when you're sending videos around for business. And of course, you can capture emails. One of my favorite features, if you're watching This Week in Startups, we might fire off a little thing that says, hey, would you like to get invited to the next live This Week in Startups? You know what? We have like 10,000 emails, and thousands of people open up the emails that we get through Wistia, and they plug it right into MailChimp. And in fact, MailChimp, Moz, HubSpot, Zendesk, Herman Miller, Sam Adams, and This Week in Startups all use Wistia because it's the best. 220,000 customers. Is that right? 220,000 customers? I think when they started with us, they had 20,000. It just keeps growing, and they just keep adding more and more features and tools. And they have a really great blog, by the way. If you go to their website, they have this great email marketing where they show you how to use microphones and lighting and video and email. They really explain the best practices around creating video, and we've taken notes on that. It's really, really well done. Go ahead and get a Wistia account today by going to wistia.com/twist. Wistia.com/twist. And of course, no credit cards required. They know that you're going to love the service. So go ahead and go to Wistia, WISTIA.com. WISTIA.com. wistia.com/twist. It's awesome. I love it. I use it all the time, and I've used it for years. It is the gold standard for corporate video, for business video. Wistia.com. Thank you, Wistia. Let's get back to this amazing episode.